This is not just a shape on a screen. It's a record of human emotion frozen in time. Every candlestick on every chart captures a moment when thousands of traders made decisions driven by fear, greed, hope, and uncertainty. For over 200 years, traders have used these patterns to read the market's mood, not to predict the future, but to understand the present. In this video, you'll learn to decode the most powerful candlestick patterns, not just what they look like, but why they work, the psychology behind each one. By the end, you won't just recognize patterns, you'll understand the human behavior that creates them. But first, let's look inside a single candlestick, because if you can read one candle, you can read the entire market. Every candlestick records exactly 4 prices: the open, where the period began; the close, where it ended; the high, the maximum price reached; and the low, the absolute bottom. The body, that solid rectangle, shows the distance between open and close. This is the most important part. It tells you who won the battle. The wicks, those thin lines extending above and below, show the extremes. The territory that was fought over but not held. When the close is higher than the open, the candle is green or bullish. It means buyers pushed the price up and held their ground. When the close is lower than the open, the candle is red, bearish. Sellers dominated that period. But here's what most beginners miss. It's not just about color. The shape matters just as much. A long body means conviction. A short body means indecision. Long wicks mean rejection. The market tried to go somewhere and got pushed back. Think of each candle as a short story. The body tells you the ending. The wicks tell you about the struggle that happened along the way. Once you internalize this, you'll never look at a chart the same way again. Let's read the body language. A long green body, strong buyers. They opened low and pushed the price up decisively. There was no real pushback from sellers. This is confidence. A long red body, strong sellers. The opposite story. Sellers opened high and drove it down. Buyers couldn't mount a defense. This is surrender. Short bodies tell a quieter story. Mild buying or mild selling. Neither side has conviction. The market is waiting for a reason to move. And then there are candles where the body is almost invisible. Which brings us to one of the most fascinating patterns in all of trading. Watch this uptrend. Candle after candle, buyers are winning. Higher highs, higher lows. Confidence is building. And then, this. The open and close are virtually identical. A doji. It looks like a cross or a plus sign, and it means something powerful. A doji tells you that during this period, buyers pushed up, sellers pushed down, and neither side won. After a strong trend, this is the first crack in the wall. Not a reversal yet, but a warning that the momentum is failing. There are 4 flavors of doji. The standard doji, equal wicks, pure indecision. The long-legged doji, enormous wicks in both directions. Extreme volatility, but the market ended up right where it started. The dragonfly, that long lower wick means sellers tried hard and got completely rejected. And the gravestone, a long upper wick. Buyers reached for the sky and got slammed back down. Now here's the critical insight. A doji alone is not a signal. It's a question mark. The candle that follows, that's the answer. If a bearish candle follows a doji at a peak, the reversal is confirmed. The doji was the warning. The next candle was the verdict. Now let's talk about the most dramatic pattern in candlestick analysis. Watch this downtrend. Sellers have been in control for 8 sessions. Each candle is red, each close lower than the last. Then a small bearish candle appears. Sellers are still pushing, but barely. And then, this. A single green candle that opens below the previous candle's low and closes above its high. It completely swallows the previous candle. This is a bullish engulfing pattern, and it's one of the most powerful reversal signals in all of technical analysis. Why does it work? Psychology. Every trader who sold during that small red candle is now immediately underwater. The buying pressure was so overwhelming that it erased the entire previous session in one move. That's not random. That's a power shift. Now the mirror image. After a strong uptrend, a massive red candle swallows the previous green one. Bearish engulfing. Every buyer from the previous session just lost money in a single candle. That's a psychological shock that often triggers a cascade of selling. Notice the volume on these candles. When a genuine engulfing pattern forms with heavy volume, it means big players, institutional traders, are making their move. The bigger the engulfing candle relative to recent ones, the stronger the signal. The hammer. Look at this downtrend, 7 red candles, each one lower. Then this candle appears. A tiny body at the top and a long lower wick. What happened here? Sellers pushed the price down significantly during the session, but buyers came in and pushed it all the way back up. That lower wick is a battlefield. It represents a territory that sellers captured and then completely lost. The hammer is saying, we tried to go lower and we were rejected. When this happens after a prolonged downtrend, it often marks the turning point. Now, same candle shape, but look where it appears. After an uptrend. This is called the hanging man. Identical shape, completely different meaning. The long lower wick means sellers appeared for the first time and nearly took control. Buyers managed to recover, but the damage is done. The warning is clear. This is one of the most important lessons in candlestick analysis. The same shape can mean opposite things depending on context. Never read a pattern in isolation. Always ask, where did this appear? What came before it? The morning star is a 3-candle reversal pattern, and it tells one of the most compelling stories in the market. It begins here, a strong downtrend. Fear is in control. Each day, the price closes lower. Sellers feel invincible. Then a large bearish candle appears, candle 1 of our pattern. This confirms the selling pressure. There's no sign of buying interest. The market is in free fall. But then, candle 2. A tiny candle. Almost no body. After all that selling momentum, the market just pauses. This is the star. It means the selling has exhausted itself. There is no more fuel to push prices lower. And somewhere in the market, smart money is quietly starting to buy. And then, candle 3. A powerful bullish candle that closes well above the midpoint of candle 1. The morning star is complete. The name comes from the planet Venus appearing before sunrise, a signal that dawn is coming. After the darkness of the downtrend, a new trend is born. Notice how the market continues higher after the pattern completes. This is follow-through, confirmation that the reversal was genuine, not a fake out. If the morning star signals dawn, the evening star signals dusk. It's the bearish mirror image, and it's equally powerful. An uptrend is in full swing. Buyers are confident, even euphoric. A large bullish candle reinforces the trend. Then, a tiny candle at the very top. The buying has stalled. Greed has peaked. The smart money that bought at the bottom of the morning star? They're starting to sell. Then a devastating bearish candle completes the pattern. It closes deep into the body of the first candle. The evening star. Night falls. Buyers who entered at the top are trapped. Fear replaces greed, and the sell-off often accelerates. The morning star and evening star are among the most reliable 3-candle patterns. But they become truly powerful when they appear at key price levels, which is exactly what we'll explore next. Here's where everything comes together. A pattern by itself is interesting, but it's not enough. Professional traders don't trade patterns alone. They trade confluence, multiple independent signals pointing in the same direction. Watch this. A support level, a price where buyers have stepped in multiple times before. And right at that level, a hammer appears. Now you have 2 signals. The support level says buyers defend this price. The hammer says buyers just defended it again, aggressively. Now add the third factor, volume. If that hammer forms at support with volume significantly higher than the surrounding candles, you have the trifecta. Pattern signal, key price level, volume confirmation. 3 independent pieces of evidence all saying the same thing. This is the difference between gambling and trading. 1 signal is a guess. 2 signals are interesting. 3 signals? That's a high probability setup. This is the framework that separates profitable traders from everyone else. Let's see this framework in action on a complete chart. Here's a chart unfolding in real time. A downtrend drives prices lower. Each candle confirms the selling. Most traders see this and think, it's going to keep dropping. But watch what happens next. A doji forms, right at a support level we've been watching. The selling has stalled. Is this the turn? Not yet. The doji is a question mark, remember. We wait. The next candle, a bullish engulfing. And look at the volume. This is Confluence. Doji warning, followed by engulfing confirmation at a known support level with above average volume. 4 factors align. This is not a guess. This is a high probability long entry. And later in the same chart, watch the top. A doji appears at resistance. A bearish candle follows. The cycle repeats, but now you can read it. The same principles applied everywhere. Before you trade a single pattern, internalize these 4 truths. First, patterns show probability, not certainty. No pattern works every time. The best setups in the world still fail sometimes. That's not a flaw, it's the nature of markets. Second, context beats pattern every time. A hammer in the middle of nowhere means nothing. A hammer at a key support level after an extended downtrend? That means something. Third, Confluence separates amateurs from professionals. One signal is noise. Multiple signals in agreement, that's a trade. And fourth, risk management is non-negotiable. Even the best pattern with perfect confluence requires a stop loss. Capital preservation isn't just a strategy, it's survival. You've just learned the language of price. Every chart you look at from now on will tell you a story, and you'll know how to read it. If this deepened your understanding of the markets, share it with someone who's learning to trade. And if you want to go deeper, we have much more to cover. The market speaks in candles. Now you understand the language.